Please allow me to welcome you and express my gratitude for visiting my channel here on YouTube. Chihuahuas are typically the breed of dog that people either like or despise intensely. Although Chihuahuas are very small dogs, they have a big personality and are notorious for their tendency to be aggressive. However, the puppy-like eyes and adorable looks of some humans cause them to fall under their spell. In this video, I will share with you 10 interesting facts about Chihuahuas that you most likely were not aware of. Number 1. Chihuahuas have two different head shapes. When it comes to Chihuahuas, their heads can either have an apple head or a deer head, which are both referred to by their respective names. A person is said to have an apple head if their skull has a more spherical appearance and their forehead is more prominent. The apple-headed Chihuahua is characterized by a shortened muzzle and swollen eye sockets. Deer-head Chihuahuas, on the other hand, have an extended head with a longer nose than other varieties. Their skulls are more oval in shape and the characteristics on their faces are less pronounced. Number 2. Taco Bell employed a Chihuahua for its commercials. During the 1990s, Taco Bell used a real Chihuahua in some of their TV commercials. Gidget the Chihuahua was born in 1994, and she filmed her first commercial for Taco Bell in 1997, prior to the chain's debut that year. Gidget was portrayed by Carlos Alazraqui and was known for her catchphrase, "Yo quiero Taco Bell," which, when translated from Spanish, means "I want Taco Bell." Gidget's voice was provided by Alazraqui. Gidget's career was just getting started at this point since she went on to play Bruiser's mom in the 2003 film, Legally Blonde 2. Red, White, and Blonde. This was just the beginning of Gidget's acting career. Gidget suffered a stroke on July 21, 2009, which ultimately led to her having to be put to sleep at home. At the age of 15, she passed away. Number 3. Chihuahuas are among the most aggressive breeds of dogs. Chihuahuas are thought to be one of the dog breeds with the most aggressive personalities in the world. They are also well known for their feisty personality. Chihuahuas can be violent, but they can be controlled, just like German Shepherds, Rottweilers, and Pit Bulls. It is recommended that you start socializing them with other dogs, people, and children at an early age, just as you would with other dog breeds that are known to be violent. Because of this, they are able to build up their tolerance for a wider range of people and feel more at ease in their environment. Number 4. Chihuahuas originate from Mexico. Chihuahuas would have bred with many different kinds of dogs over the course of their history to create the breed we know today. When the Spanish first arrived in Mexico, they brought with them a kind of small, hairless Chinese dog. Chihuahuas are named after the state of Chihuahua in Mexico, where they were first bred. The first Chihuahuas were found in the state around the year 1850, in the middle of the 19th century. Nevertheless, these Chihuahuas were not the same as the Chihuahuas that we know today. It is thought that these dogs would have bred with the Chihuahuas that were already there to make the Chihuahuas we know today. Because of the breeding, which focused on the small size of the dog, the world's smallest dog was born. Number 5. In February 2014, a pack of Chihuahuas terrorized a small town in Arizona. In comparison to the previous year, there were 3 times as many phone calls made in just the first 2 months of this year. The threatening Chihuahuas that were running loose in Maryvale were the subject of the phone calls that were received. Chihuahuas were viciously attacking schoolchildren, defecating all over the place, and even trying to recruit larger stray dogs to join their group of mischievous canines. These stray Chihuahuas were forming an uncontrollable pack, and as a result, things were starting to get out of hand. In addition to taking in new members, the pack ensured that none of the stray animals were ever sterilized or neutered, which contributed to the natural expansion of the group. The people in the area were told to put them in their gardens and then call animal control to take care of them. Number 6. Chihuahuas are believed to be the descendants of the Techichi. Chihuahuas are thought to have come from the Techichi, which was a Mexican dog breed. Around the 9th century, the Toltec people of Mexico frequently kept small, mute dogs called tequiche. These dogs were known for their silence. Apple-headed Chihuahuas, which account for between 80% and 90% of all Chihuahua births. According to the statistics, half of all Chihuahuas born with a malera will continue to have it throughout their entire lives. Number 7. Chihuahuas have a soft spot on their heads. When infants are first brought into the world, they have what we refer to as a tender spot. For canines, this type of collar is known as a malera. The malera is a birthmark that appears on the puppy's forehead right after it is born. When a person is born with a skull that is not completely developed, there is a little soft region between the skulls. Molares are present at birth in the majority of apple-head Chihuahuas, which account for between 80% and 90% of all Chihuahua births. According to the statistics, half of the Chihuahuas that are born with a molara will have it for the rest of their lives. Number 8. Chihuahuas are useful service dogs because of their size. The Chihuahua mix that holds the record for the smallest sniffer dog in the world is a Chihuahua. It's possible that you believe a sniffer dog needs to be large and intimidating looking in order to deter criminals, but that's not always the case. The Geauga County Sheriff's Office in Chardon, Ohio, is home to Midge, the world's smallest police dog, who serves as a police canine for the department. On November 7, 2006, Midge successfully completed her training to become a narcotics dog. She is of a size that allows her to search school lockers as well as the belongings of inmates in rural prisons. Number 9. The Aztecs worshipped Chihuahuas. Chihuahuas were widely used in Aztec civilization, both in religious rituals and as household slaves. As it was commonly believed that yellow Chihuahuas had a purpose in this world, the breed was often put to death when its owner was on the verge of passing away. This was done to make sure that the Chihuahua would be ready to help its owner when they got to the next world. People thought that Chihuahuas of the red color would relive the sins of their owners, so they used them in ceremonies at funerals and burials. Number 10. Chihuahuas are the smallest dog in the world. Chihuahuas are the smallest breed of dog in the world, but there is one Chihuahua that is smaller than any other Chihuahua that we have ever seen. Millie the Chihuahua is the tiniest Chihuahua that has ever been documented, making her the smallest dog in the world. She was born in Puerto Rico in December of 2011 and weighed less than 0.5 ounces. Her birth month was December. She was so diminutive that one could have contained her in a teaspoon. In February of 2013, she had reached full maturity, standing 3.8 inches tall and weighing close to 1 pound. Chihuahuas may have a reputation for being feisty, but that hasn't stopped people from loving them and keeping them as pets all around the world. The 10 incredible facts about Chihuahuas have been covered in this video. You may be among the first to know when I upload a new video if you subscribe to my channel, so please do so if you haven't already. I greatly value all of your efforts.